Welcome back to Lakers Live. Our studio audio technician, John Myers, a little busy with the board today, dealing with all our non-automation in the studio, but he's going to handle that, and I'm going to let you know that this edition of Lakers Live will air on Consolidated Communications Year 13 this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. And so now we're going to continue with Katie Rice, shortstop for the Lakeland College Lady Lakers. From your freshman from Monticello, Indiana.
Yep.
What is Monticello known for? I know it's something. It sounds familiar.
Indiana Beach.
Indiana Beach,
Yeah,
that's it.
It's an amusement park.
Okay. Did you ever, I'm sure if you came from there, you've gone there.
Yeah, I try to stay away as much as possible.
Because it's right in the hometown
Yep.
area. Okay. So now, when did your playing day start? Softball or maybe another sport in Monticello?
Softball, I was always interested ever since I was big enough to throw a ball and hold a bat. But basketball, growing up, basketball was like my dream.
Oh, when did you start playing basketball?
In kindergarten.
In kindergarten?
Yeah.
Okay, did you play organized junior high perhaps on the regular teams and so forth?
Yeah, we had all through elementary, we had the elementary basketball, and then in junior high I played all through high school. And
Oh.
so softball, I kind of got more interested in that in middle school.
In middle
school? That's really when I started.
And okay, that's when you started playing organized then? For school or summer league or something like that?
In Indiana, we have it different. Like I know here in Illinois, they have the middle school teams, and we never had the actual middle school teams. We just did I played travel ball, and that was pretty much it.
Oh, okay. All Hoosier Conference, all White County, in the years 06, 07, and 08, and 09. So this is all high school years. Okay. White County Player of the Year in 2009. High school team MVP in 08 and 09. Third team Indiana All-State in 2008. Second team All-State in 2009. Also in 2009, Indiana All-Star. And that's not the complete list. So, of all that, what was the biggest deal for you?
The All-Star team.
The All-Star team?
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Where was that? What happened?
It was in Indianapolis, and the North plays the South, and Indy's the cutoff line. And pretty much it's the best players in the state, and I played with some of the some girls that are really good, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a 3-game series, and then we played weekends, and it was just, that was, growing up from day one of high school, that was kind of what I told my parents, and we talked about a lot. That was my goal. I would see pictures on the wall of there was only a few softball players in our high school that have ever made it, and I wanted to be one of the few.
Wow, that's quite an accomplishment. How is it you exactly get selected for that?
There's different districts, and coaches from the district, you have to be nominated by your coach, and then the other coaches from your district vote you in for your district, and then all the districts get counted together.
Oh, so this isn't just one person picking and choosing. This is quite a process.
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier this year, and you'll have to kind of fill me in this because I don't know if you started the year playing this season, under the weather for a little bit of time. But you did miss a substantial amount of time. First of all, did you start playing any games this season?
I played the whole spring trip,
right.
And then when we got back is when I got sick.
Okay, and then you were off for some time. How hard was it to get back in the swing of things?
The biggest part that was hard for me, and it's still an issue, was hitting. Not being able to see live pitches for 4 weeks is difficult. You could go out and hit balls off tees for 4 weeks and still come back, and if you haven't seen a live pitcher, it's still going to be hard. And so I've had issues with that. And it's kind of like the beginning of the season. Now my arms, it's okay, but it's just sore like it was at the beginning of the season. And so it's just hard to sit out for 4 weeks and be able to watch everything. But
yeah, I've seen you up in the broadcast booth at Lakers softball field a little bit when you couldn't play. Is this the only time you've ever had that happen, where you've had to be off the field for such a long time?
4 weeks, that was the longest I've ever had to be out. But in the fall, I had to deal with kidney stones all fall, so I would miss a couple of games, practices. But the mono was definitely the longest that I've had to sit out.
Okay, and that kind of knocks you down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a challenging recovery.
Yeah.
From that. Okay. What about, you said that you had a little trouble with the bat, and you still do a little bit. And I noticed that I think in game one, Tromby was a designated player, and then you did not bat in game one this past Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. But you did have I heard you had a grand slam, though.
Yeah.
Not Saturday, but earlier? Mm-hmm. Was that have you hit home runs before? Or
that was my first college one.
Okay. So how was that? What was that like?
It felt good.
Not only a home run, but a grand slam. Circling the bases, did you think of anything different than normal? Did you look to anyone in the stands?
No, I finally hit the ball. That's all I was thinking.
You were happy to get a hit.
Yeah.
Did you know it was gone when you hit it?
No. Bree even told me she had to carry it a little. She blew it over. It wasn't a very strong hit, but...
A little extra English to get that out of there. What about defensively, coming back, recovering?
It was hard. The biggest thing was kind of like the live pitching. You don't really get to take live, you can do drills and fundamental work, but not being able to take ground balls off a bat was hard. But I feel like I kind of bounced right back. There were still some situations that I had to get refreshed with, but I felt pretty good coming back on the defensive end.
So just reading the ball off the bat in live play, regular game play is still kind of okay. And then you said something about refreshing on some. What do you mean, like positioning on like extra base hits and things like that?
Yeah, just my cutoff work and like bunt situations, bunt coverages. It's just getting my footwork back on double plays. We don't turn that many, but in practice, just working on it, just getting my footwork down.
So when you're on the field, like now that you've been back recently, do you find yourself in between pitches going over as many scenarios as you can?
Anyways, you always plan that. You always go over, where you want to throw the ball when you get it. You always want the ball. So it's not different so much as when I came back. But
And who's been most supportive, do you think, to you in getting back on the field to play?
Probably the team, I guess. And
as a whole?
Yeah, as a whole, because that 4 weeks was hard. For the first 2.5 weeks, I couldn't even be around the team because I was so contagious. But so that was hard. And then once I came back, a lot of them were supportive in my return. So.